Hello there. First of all, I'll start off by saying I was told not to say anything bad about this movie, but I actually don't think these things through before I do them. I just monologue all the way through, and I'm not gonna say the movie name. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother butchering it because no matter what, even if I got it perfectly, I'd get it wrong. So, yeah.
That's right. I'm about to monologue, son.
One thing I got to say about this movie, I really did love like the mother characters. They seem to really be hilarious. There's an adopted mother. If the mother adopts a child, are they an adopted mother? I don't know. Whatever it is, she's actually very funny because there's like every time she's like the bossy. She's basically challenges any guy to correct her. There's one part where her adopted son is asking his adopted father for help, and one of the funny scenes is he starts walking towards his wife, and she gives him a look and he instantly turns and walks away. That was actually like, yeah, this is perfect. It's gold in that moment. The action scenes like in the very beginning are very cheesy, but I'm one who's basically always seen foreign films as more indie films because they can't match the cinematography. They can't match the budget in the most part. And this is basically the biggest budgeted film, at least to my knowledge, in India. So I was like, you might as well watch it. It's still beloved. I enjoyed it. There are a lot of musical sequences that don't seem to really serve a purpose. Like there's the one where he's dancing with the girl that he finally meets that he had dreamed about, and it didn't seem to be really serve a purpose. I did enjoy the one where she's basically guiding him through the cliff, the mountain pass, as he's trying to scale the whole mountain. That one made sense because that's the reason he's going. He's being drawn to her. So, but the whole like I think there was 5 costume changes in that one scene. So you're just like, that doesn't really serve a purpose. Sure, you're trying to say that it was love at first sight. He was able to break down her walls, and then they finally basically get married in that night. I guess that's what you're going for. And I did love like the powerful shots of how the man meant something. They see him and he apparently looks like his father. Okay. I have to say though, the writing, oh my gosh, it's atrocious. Not so much the dialogue or things like that because I don't speak the language. I read subtitles through the most of it. It's primarily the way it's paced. This is an incomplete film. It basically starts off, the first act takes about an hour and a half. It's basically 2 movies in one. The first act takes an hour and a half, and right when they start the second act, a new movie starts. A new movie starts in the middle of the second act as they go into a prequel. And the prequel basically continues on through the first act, through the second act, and then almost all the way through the second act, leading into the third act, they edit it again and go back to the second act where they basically try to lead into the third act of the prequel. So it jumps around, and I'm a fan of starting stories where they begin, not where they're interesting. But the funny thing is, it's not truly interesting. It is exciting to see how all these things got here, but it's not really letting everything fall into place in order. It's jumping around, and it's just something I am not happy about when they do things like that. I do enjoy the movie. I actually do, because it seems like a joyful indie movie. The jokes seem to be very funny. I always like it when the women seem to have more control over the guys, because that is true. That, let's face it, when it's like his adopted parents are bantering, just like, yeah, that is one of the better things I have seen. Movies don't normally do that anymore. I did really enjoy it. I did find it funny how all the bad guys were, well, black. It's funny how the most racist nation is America, yet that I was like, that is something I saw in a early American film. What was it? Birth of a Nation, the original Birth of a Nation, not the movie that has the same title, like the 1920s Birth of a Nation. Yeah, that was bad. And I saw that and I was like, I wonder what my friend would say if he saw this part. Because he was just like, yeah, bad, very bad. Yeah, but I actually do enjoy the film. It is exciting. It is enjoyable. And Yeah, I just wish it didn't jump around like that because it is incomplete. They never actually conclude anything. They just make you ask more questions. And I think that was the point because apparently speculation had built up around every single thing they had introduced. But to me, it just annoys me because this is a movie. This isn't a TV show. If you're going to do a like push a sequel, push a sequel. Don't push, oh, this isn't the end of the movie. Of course, it's called the beginning, but I didn't expect that to mean. I thought that was going to be like, oh, cool. This is about him realizing that he's actually royalty. He takes the throne, and then something happens after that. No, he doesn't even get the throne. The whole thing, basically, that's going to be left for the second movie, apparently, because the second movie is considered or called Conclusion. I'll probably do a monologue on that when I get to it. But I enjoy the film. It's worth it. It's got humorous scenes. The CGI is atrocious, but enjoyable. Like, it will go, and the story will be serious at one moment, and then they'll do something so dumb that it's laughable, which is why I consider it more of an indie movie, because I think they were trying to actually be serious. Like, there's this chariot with a saw in front of it. And it was like, yes, that's possible, but it's not going to actually work the way you want it to. It has a lot of issues, so I enjoy it. It's a good, cheesy movie. Great movie for what it is, and it's an older movie, so movies tend to get better through time, like not age way, but sure, Bollywood does better movies now than they did beforehand. It's just how it is. I enjoy it. I enjoy it, and I'm excited to see the second one as much as I am pissed to see the second one, because I shouldn't have to see the second movie. I should be left with like, oh, I want to continue his story, not I haven't seen how his story ends yet.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Thank you all for watching. Talk to you next time. Doodles.